Hello everyone, Big D here, and it's time to review a movie that I just saw a couple days ago, starring Michael C. Hall. I know you can't see him in the light, but Dexter himself, right over here, is called Cold in July. Now, I've been wanting to see this movie for quite some time, and I finally got to see it. I'm not going to spoil nothing for you guys, but I will go pros to cons, and I'll start off with my cons first. Basically, the movie is what I could read here. The outline, like the part is: the killing of a home intruder puts a Texas man, which is Michael C. Hall, and his family on the radar of the dead man's vengeful father, which is Sam Shepard. Now, let's get into this. This movie, it's not a horrible movie, and I like artistic, I like indie movies, I watch that too. I'm not mainstream, I watch different movies, as always. As most people, hopefully. I hope they watch indie movies. I saw Under the Skin, real quick, a long time ago with Scarlett Johansson. I hated it. And I could tell, I could get the art of it, I could tell how people like it. It was just too slow. You gotta keep the pacing good, you gotta keep the acting good, you gotta, unless I just make a movie to have fun. But overall, Cold in July itself isn't that great of a movie as I thought it would be, because really it's awkward, and Michael C. Hall's accent, trying to do that accent of country Houston redneck voice, trying to do that, it's really awkward. I always see him as Dexter. It's gonna be a long time until I'm like, that's not Dexter. And I feel, when I look at him, I'm like, he's probably psychotic in a way. His character's probably psychotic like Dexter. It's hard to do that. What it feels is like, it feels like 3 movies in one. One part, I'm not gonna spoil, but you got a part where the father's coming after the family, and then, let's just say, a turn of events, example, I didn't kill your son, that wasn't your son. The FBI or the sheriffs are pulling one on both of us. They're trying to frame me, and then it's a second movie. And then it's like, now I gotta work with the vengeful father. And now Don Johnson comes in, and it's just what's going on here? What are we doing? Like, that's where you guys kind of lost me. Some parts make no sense. The action in this movie, I'm going to the pros now. The action in this movie is really awkward and not really needed, really. But the action in this, yeah, it was satisfiable a little bit. It was hardcore. But it's like, this whole movie, you're like, okay, father interview, action, shotguns, what are we doing here? So it definitely turns tables, really. And I can say it is original. I could tell in a way it's an original concept, and I could get what they were going for in the beginning, but at the end you're just like, this is a pile, of not garbage, but it's just a mess. Organize it before you put it out to the people, man. So I'm a Michael C. Hall fan, man. After Dexter, I'll see anything he's in. I wasn't disappointed by his performance. He wasn't, he put fear, and that mustache has got to go, though, dude. The mullet, I could tell you're trying to do your role, and it was like the 1989, 1990. It was back then in time, but still, just, it was really awkward. Really awkward, I'm not going to lie. But it is a guilty pleasure movie. It's one of those where it was like, I actually did kind of enjoy it, but I didn't enjoy it. But I'll watch these parts again, but I'm probably never going to own this movie, and I'll probably never watch it again. So it's one of those movies where it's like, oh, it's up in the air, So overall, I'm going to give Cold in July a solid C. That is a 5.5 out of 10. It's one of those where, you don't have to watch it. I don't really recommend no one to watch this, and I'm sorry to say that, but I don't recommend no one to watch this. I just wasn't satisfied. I wasn't entertained as much. I felt that the story was sloppy. I felt that, you know, the acting of John Johnson, you know, he's good at parts, but I feel like he plays the same character over and over and over again in certain type of movies. I feel like he doesn't get out of his way. So overall, you know, the movie itself is not really worth watching or even worth noting about when you think about it. But if you want to check out this pile of mess, go ahead and check it out, man. But 5 out of 10, really, for me, guys. So thank you so much for watching my review of Cold in July. Check out my other reviews on my channel. Also, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment down below. Let me know if you have seen Cold in July, or if you, you know, anything about Cold in July. Go ahead and comment down below. I also do on every Saturday that superhero podcast. So check that out, man, if you're a fan of superheroes. Michael C. Hall, we need to bring you in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Until next time, may the Spock be with you always.